Good morning and welcome to A-1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Wednesday, April 2nd. I'm looking at how ridiculous this whole setup is. We have like a cardboard cutout of a machine in the background.
Can you take that down for me?
This?
Yeah. So, what do we have? That's what they sent us. Sometimes people come in and they're like, "This is where you film from." Like if you, sorry, if you came in, you would be extremely underwhelmed. Maybe overwhelmed.
No, what everybody says is everybody's like, "Oh my God, I haven't been in a store with this much stuff." Or it's been a long time since I've seen a store with this much stuff. There's a lot of stuff.
Really?
You ladies are lucky that Jeannie likes stuff.
It's fun. There's like a lot of, you can get in trouble here, right? It's packed in. I look at I'm like, oh.
She's like, look, I cleared this 2 feet. We can put 9 feet worth of stuff there.
I'm like, layer it, layer it, layer it.
No, you hate that.
No, that's all layered. It's all layered. Look.
As long as it's like with like, you don't like it.
I like with like, and I like so you can see. I don't like stuff hidden or double stacked, right? Because we need to be able to see it. So there is a lot of stuff here. So, and we have a new system for our boxes. So it's gonna be neater. People are so nice because I'm like, be careful. It's like an episode of Hoarders. Something's going to fall on you. Follow the path. And then, and they're so sweet. They're like, oh, it makes me feel right at home. This is what my sewing room looks like. And that, they're just being polite, but whatever.
I've seen some sewing rooms like it.
I guess.
But most are much cleaner.
I know it gives some people anxiety. I'm like, just get in and get out.
The funny thing is watching people try to clean it.
Yeah,
I'm
people want to help.
Give it a day.
I wanted to help.
Give it a day.
And it's just it's a busy.
Just the sheer volume of stuff going in and out.
Yes, it just gets busy.
Yeah.
So anyhow, now that we've discussed that.
So for our Vegas peeps, what if we did something on Thursday? Like Thursday afternoon or Thursday evening. And I was kind of thinking that maybe the Paymans on Sahara is like maybe Paymans on Sahara because they have that private room.
Silver and gold.
And they're big. Like maybe we could do something there, and then our Summerlin people don't have to drive like all the way to the east side, and our Henderson people don't have to drive all the way out to Summerlin. So Vegas peeps, let us know what you think because we kind of have to arrange that sooner than later. And if it's not going to be Sunday, which I think the weird thing about Sunday is that it's Easter.
Yeah, we don't want to impose on your holiday Easter family
You're like,
plans.
Forget you grandkids. We're going to go meet Jeannie and Patrick.
Yeah, because we could do lunch or dinner, or we could do a brunch. There's so many
on
good...
Sunday. On
it's
Sunday,
gonna be
we could do a lot.
busy. We need to schedule it like right now.
But like if Thursday like evening or something like that work, we're flexible because our friends don't arrive until 9:20 on.
Betty, I'll call
Friday
you about
morning.
this. Can I get this here? We're gonna ship that to Betty. Stop. Okay. So, so we do need to discuss that. We don't have too much to talk about today. I know Michelle's going to be doing her Phil's class, which is going to be amazing. So, that is going to be, I think, is it for the Stellar Altair gals? Yes, today is Stellar Altair. I was working on getting through my emails this morning, so there's a little bit of a black hole from the end of last week that I'm working on. So, but I'll work on that today. I've had several people email me about the kit for this design. Here is the design. I don't know if I'll do a sew along, but I'm definitely going to stitch it on my multi-needle. So I will record it too.
Is that a tiling scene?
It is a tiling scene.
But
and
that's
guess
like a
who
low
did it?
stitch tiling
Dana.
scene.
I gave it to her on, was it Friday or Saturday? And she came back with it yesterday. So she's so productive. She's so productive. It is cute. So these are the fabrics that are going to be in the kit. Yes, there is some glitter. That was Dana's idea. She's like, you should put some glitter in there. I was like, you are so smart, because it doesn't it make it? I don't see myself hanging this in the yard because it's too nice. I see myself, could be on the door, could be next to Patrick. It could be present for Patrick. Happy anniversary.
I'd be like, great. Thanks. It's just what I wanted.
Oh, man. But isn't it adorable? Okay, things I love about this. Number one, it is just so cute. Number two, it's a tiling scene, but it's not like a Thomas Kincaid where you're investing.
No,
you
it's
better
like,
give up
like
the
I
next
saw
month
it
of your
and went,
life.
Man, that is like low stitch count for a
Yeah,
tiling
because
scene.
most of it is applique. So most of it is applique. This is all fabric here, and
So
not a ton
this
of
would
stitching.
be a great tiling project to do on a single needle, for sure.
Yeah, I actually put together all the thread. I can put together thread kits, the Isocord colors. I haven't put one together. Let me do that. I'll put that together too, and I'll put that up. But it's fairly low stitch count, something that you can
No,
kind of
it's
get
like
through.
mostly applique.
And as far as hoop sizes, I think you need
6 by 10 maybe.
I think you need a 6 by 10. I'm not positive. Let me look. The biggest hooping is...
I don't think there's anything like crazy technically challenging
No.
about this. Like,
And I'm
so
gonna
it's
stitch
fine
the whole
for
thing.
beginners, and there'll be a sew along, so it'd be a good first time.
No sew along, but videos.
Videos.
I'm going to video it. And I'm going to do it on my Scan and Cut. Okay. I'm learning. So as I post videos, there will be an evolution. You might see a video that you're like, that was the hard way.
So if you see that, give it a thumbs up.
If you see it, still give a thumbs up.
Give it a thumbs
'cause
up.
I'm trying, but should I just pull those videos down?
No, we haven't even posted
I
the
think
ones
I
from this
changed.
weekend.
I changed the cuckoo clock to the hard way. Scan and cut the hard way. So if you feel like punishing yourself, then do it the hard way. But I thought I'd do another video because, okay, Cheryl had a comment and she said, why didn't you just do it like this? And I went, I didn't know you could do it like that. So Dana had done this, and I was like, Dana, how did you do that? And she had sent me like a list, but you know how sometimes you haven't done something, so you don't know, you don't really understand.
You don't know what you don't know.
You don't know I didn't know what I didn't know.
You are unconsciously incompetent.
Now I'm consciously incompetent. I know that I'm incompetent. So, then, I had brought my Scan and Cut because Michelle was so kind, and Jen from Brother, as to help me, because Margie Burley had sent me a note saying, you should be able to do your transfer this way. And I tried to do that, but I was unable to do it because I wasn't connected right. So Michelle and Jen were able to get me connected. So my canvas is now connected to my Scan and Cut. Thank you so much, ladies. So now I can do that and not make it look so hard. So so I'm connected with that. And then Dana had she had a whole picture of how she had laid everything out. So I know, and maybe someday we can get Dana to do some videos for us. So what was I gonna say? She walked me through it, and I was like, that's so much easier. That's so much easier. And I appreciate Cheryl asking me why I didn't do it that way, because I wouldn't have known. I didn't know that there was, I really can get, learn one way and go, okay, I'm going to just keep doing it that way. That looks easy to me. So there are easier ways, and I don't mind your comments telling me, because then it helps me, right? Because I'm just like, I'm new. So you're going to see an evolution. There will be an evolution. Michelle's our scan-and-cut expert. I don't know. She's probably has hundreds, if not thousands of hours on the scan-and-cut, and I have 5. So I don't know what I don't know. Maybe 6.
Only because she did it the hard way.
Yes, because I did it the hard way.
It should have been 2.
It should have been 2, and I made it 6. So there are... If you want to do it the hard way, watch my videos. If you don't, go find somebody else.
Well, but the nice thing about, I think kind of the nice thing about the mistakes you make in your videos is it's very real. Because, how many times a day does our phone ring with somebody in complete abject panic that's just made a small error? And that's just how it goes sometimes. It's just the learning process of it. You got to enjoy the journey.
Michelle's YouTube notifications have stopped. Is there a way to reset it?
Well, so that's an impossible thing to answer because, it probably has more to do with the device you're on and the permissions of the device you're on than it does YouTube. So, YouTube, I'm sure kicks out the same communication every time. But you have to allow those notifications, and then you have to have the permission set to allow those notifications, depending upon the device you're on. So without knowing more about which device.
Brenda, did you want the design in the kit? If you're from out of town, I would say just get the digital download. Because that I load it just like I do Kimberbell. So I load your design to your OESD account, and then you can just retrieve it there. What it does is it saves you from paying shipping, and it also saves you from paying tax because it's a digital product. So if you're from out of town, unless you want that USB, some of you love that USB, and I totally get it. I don't know about you guys, but I've been doing all my stuff digital database transfer. Yeah. If I can. I've been doing digital database transfer. Design database. Patrick will translate. Today, Patrick Mulligan will translate for Jeannie Mulligan. Yes, design database transfer. Every day he does that. So, Brenda, I'll throw a fabric kit in there. So people are asking about the fabric kit. I did it to match this, but I gotta say the fabrics are so cute in this. I have everything from fairy frost to glitter to Benartex cotton shot to grunge. My favorite are these strawberries. The strawberries are speckled zen.
Or is that something
I did the fabric kit.
You sourced it?
Well, I sourced I matched it to this, but then I picked my fabrics. It's spectacular. Work of art. Picasso.
Nice job. Good job. High five?
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
No, I'm just kidding. So I haven't put the fabric kit up. I'm going to work on it this morning because I have to price
With
it.
With tariffs? $6 million.
But that's what you would pay for a Picasso. Now, the only thing I'm questioning is the background fabric. Because I think we cut it for a yard, and it was spot on. Deanna said she had one little itty-bitty piece of fabric. So I'm wondering if we should put in a little bit more, or if... we could put in a little bit more, or else I think I mess up 20% of my tiling scenes because I just program it, let it go and run out of the room, and then I forgot to do one of the right colors or something like that. But should we just and this hanger obviously is not for this. This is one of the tri-stands for Janine Babbage. Oh, Janine Babick. I didn't know. It's Janine Babick. It's going to take me a while because I've said it Babbage for so long.
For 6 years.
But I was told it's Babick. And you never want to mispronounce somebody's name. So, Janine Babick. This is the hanger for Janine Babick. But
Well, this is an Ackfield hanger, right?
Yes, but
Yeah.
they make it specifically for this. And I'm just thinking if I need to add maybe just a little more fabric so that I think if all I added was like a little bit more fabric for the binding, it would be fine. This might not be ready to ship until next week if we decide to do that, because I cut my very last of this and I have to order more. But I know some people wanted me to add it with their Janine Babick stuff, and I will do that too, but you might not get your stuff until next week. What should I do?
You should add the fabric.
I should
'cause
add the
most people
fabric.
make mistakes.
Yeah, like me. So I'm saying these won't be ready till next week. Next week, the kits for these will be ready. They kind of look ready, right? These are all your fabrics. But I think we're going to put in a little bit more of this so that you guys aren't struggling and crying. Better to have a little more than not enough. Yes, see, Susan wants a little bit more. Okay, we're going to add a little bit more. What hoop size does it require? As far as the hoop size,
6x10.
I'm gonna say.
This looks like.
Does it say on here? The largest design is 3.75 by 8.28, which will fit into your 6x10. Yeah, so you have to have at least a 6x10. Although some of these other designs, they were a little wider. 6x10. Let me just make sure that the wide ones will fit into the 6x10, which are going to be the triangular ones down at the bottom. Uh-oh. No, that'll fit. Right? Yes, that'll fit. That'll fit. That'll fit. Yes, you got to have a 6x10 to do this. 6x10. Cute. Next week. So, because some people ask me, so I might be able to get a couple. I think I have like a yard and I could cut up a little bit. So you would have the binding separate. Okay. Anything else? I don't have anything to talk about. You have anything to talk about?
No, I'm tired today.
We're tired today. We have friends. I couldn't believe. We have friends and we call them the Reno cousins because literally like one of the little girls asked, we've always called our kids and their kids Reno cousins. And one of their kids, I heard her say, how are we related to the Mulligans?
Which is funny because it was a stepdaughter that asked.
Lily?
It was Maisie.
Maisie asked, yes.
Which is funny because
they all call
each other cousins.
But we're not related at all. So I had not seen them. We've been so busy since.
We hadn't seen the kids.
And they live, one side of town. We live on the other. I haven't
We'd seen mom and dad and the oldest
Actually,
child.
we have seen the other ones. But we call them the littles. So the little ones, we hadn't seen. They told me they hadn't seen me since before.
She goes, you just had fuzz.
Yeah, before the C word. No, Lily said she hadn't even seen me before it.
No, we'd seen them before because Maisie said that you had fuzz when she saw
I
you
saw
last.
Maisie, but I hadn't seen Lily.
Oh, we didn't see
yeah,
Lily?
which is, I'm happy to say it's been almost 2 years. Time flies when you're having fun. Just kidding.
I don't know if I would
It
put
wasn't
it
fun.
that way.
It wasn't fun. But who cares? I'm here. That's the thing that counts. So, was there anything else? Yes, everyone is saying more. Okay.
So I am gonna hopefully today. I need to get a couple things shipped out this morning, but I'm gonna get the video up about the Unique storage cabinets and the deal that Unique is doing right now. So we have the month of April for the deal on the Unique storage cabinets. I think we've sold all the used machines except for I have a Solaris 2 and a Solaris 1 remaining. I have a Destiny remaining, and I have a Stellair XE, an upgraded XE1 remaining. But the majority of our used machines have sold very quickly, so just keep that in mind. If you're in the market for a used machine, I have some good options. And I think that's it. We remain about a week out on sewing service, and we're 2 to 3 days out on vacuum service unless we're waiting for parts. There were a lot of questions in the last 2 days about tariffs and how that's going to affect us, and we just haven't seen it yet. But my guess is we're going to see some price increases pretty quickly. So we will let you know when we do. And but on the unique furniture front, we actually have a good deal through the month of April. So keep an open eye for a video. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video sometime today, and they're I wouldn't call them new cabinets. They're the storage cabinets, which you guys have seen before. But we'll do a video on that today.
I left.
So, yeah, you want to come say goodbye?
Yeah. I left because there was so much to do. Patrick was talking. Okay, so we're gonna say goodbye. I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Have a great day. Be creative and make something awesome. I am doing the sew along tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to do it from home or from here. It is for Hello Sunshine. Some of you pull it out, blow off the dust. It's not going to be a UFO. We're going to finish it. And I'm going to work on the right. Last block I did was the left bicycle. I'm going to do the right bicycle and then watermelon. Haven't even sat down. I think there's going to be some ruching. Is it called ruching? Rutching? What do you call it? Is it ruching?
Yeah, those are, so you've repaired some of those before?
I think it involves some.
But he has more holes.
I see that.
It's from all that, like, thigh rubbing. You know, when you walk.
Is that what it is?
So I think it involves some ruching. There might be some prep work, and I'll do it tonight. So tonight when I go home, I'm going to look at it. I just didn't have time to do it last night because we were at dinner with those friends of ours. Star Spangled Beauty. I was on, we get those kits from E.E. Shank, and I was on their website, and it is in stock. They said, I sent a note to my rep being like, when am I going to get it? And he goes, they're going to start shipping April 9th. That doesn't mean I'll be ready to ship everyone's stuff because the embellishment kits and the designs, those come from Kimberbell. And I think they still have their same release date. Let me just check and make sure. So this is my last warning to you. If you feel like you want to make Star Spangled Beauty, which will be a sew-along for sure, at least get your fabric kit now, because that's the one thing that we worry about selling out with. They sold out of Hoppin' Down the Bunny Trail instantly. We did cut more of those. We will not be cutting any of these in our store because it is a lot of fabric because it's a bigger project. And
so if you don't get it and it sells out, that's it, right?
That's it. You know, there might be some on the internet. Like, you can still find a little bit of everything on the internet, but I just don't want you to be sad when we're stitching it and I'm like, oh my God, it's so cute. And you're like, oh my God, it is so cute. Wish I'd gotten it. Okay, so, sorry, Star Spangled. I just want to confirm that they haven't changed it. Star Spangled. What? Nothing found? That's strange. Let me go here. Star Spangled. Star Spangled. I think we'll start stitching that sometime in May. Of course, we want to get it done before the holiday. Oh shoot, we have a lot to do. You guys better be getting your rest because we're going to be doing a lot of stitching. A lot. That is really strange. Okay, I can look at my site and look at what the ETA, but they have taken it down off of the Kimberbell site and, am I spelling it wrong? And the Checker site. So anyways, it's supposed to be here sometime in April. Get your fabric kit. We will be stitching that along with everything else. Lori Holt, we're going to be doing that too. So,
hey Michelle, have you sent out the videos for yesterday's class?
I have not because I couldn't download it before I left.
Okay, it'll be downloaded and uploaded and sent out today.
All right, April. That might be end of April. We'll start stitching.